Hello, Potato. So back at Easter, in my blind box Easter basket, one of the things the Easter Bunny brought me were Disney Doorables, which I had actually fairly low expectations for. I kind of thought they'd be like little crummy, squishy things, but they're actually really quite cute. They're firm little vinyl toys, if you aren't familiar with them. I will throw them on the floor, and then I'll grab them and show them to you again. If you aren't familiar with them, they're little vinyl toys, much firmer than I thought. I kind of thought they'd be like squishy kind of things, but like, the little foam squish things, but they're not. They are pretty firm vinyl. Here's just a couple of them. Some of them have like little sparkly eyes. I guess Hey has little sparkly eyes too. But they're pretty cute, and honestly, I was fairly impressed with them. And I thought, maybe we'll circle back someday and do something with them again. And then I saw that these exist. Yep, it's the Halloween season. I can think of no better time than now to open up the Disney Doorables, the Haunted Mansion, 12 exclusive figures. I bought these a while ago, as you can tell by the fact they're a little dusty. They have been sitting around here all of this time, waiting for me to open them up and look at them. And I thought, it's October, Halloween's a-coming. There is not going to be a better time than right now. Plus, I've been doing Haunted Mansion stuff since August, so why not? Let's open them and take a look at them, so at least I can have them displayed for the rest of the month. Now, unlike the other Disney Doorables we did in the Easter basket, these are not going to be exactly a blind box. They show on the box back here exactly which ones you're going to get, but the question is, so everybody gets these 12, but the question is, do we get the 13th? So, with a Treasure X, do you get gold? With Disney Doorables, do you get a bonus figure? Because even these ones, I think, where you got 4, or maybe if you're lucky, you got a 5th one. And of course, I wasn't lucky. But this one, I think we can probably safely guess that 13th, lucky 13th ghost there is going to be Madame Leota, which it'd be interesting to see how they've done her. But I'm not holding my breath that I'm going to get her. But other interesting things I noticed on the box here. So we've named 3 of the 4 singing busts. We only get 3 of them. We have Roller Rumpkin, Ned Nub, and Cousin Algernon. We are missing the one that's broken, I guess because he's broken. And we've got, of course, Gus, Ezra, Phineas. We got a Maid and a Butler. We've got the Groundskeeper, who still does not have a name. We have the opera singer. We have the Mummy. But the interesting one, the one that leaps out to me, is Bride. Not Constance Hatchaway, but Bride. And that's because I think looking at her, she's not Constance Hatchaway. She's the older version of the Bride. She's the Beating Heart Bride. It doesn't look like in the picture, at least, that she's holding a hatchet. She's holding a candle, and you can see her heart. So I think this is actually the jilted Beating Heart Bride from the older Haunted Mansion, not Constance Hatchaway, which is a very, very interesting choice. Also, no Hatbox Ghost. But yeah, let's open these up today and take a look at Haunted Mansion Disney Doorables. Are they adorable? Well, yeah, you open the door here and they're there. So how do we open this? I'm sure this is for children. It can't be that difficult. I'd like to do without destroying the box, though. I'm not going to keep the box, but I just don't want to destroy the box because, presentation for the video. Because I think, as I recall, the box in the little ones we did at Easter time kind of wanted to fall apart on me. All right. So there are our doors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 doors. So I don't know if that just means that potentially the 13th chase figure is hidden behind one of them. Maybe one of them has 2 behind it, or if you have to get the box that has 13 doors to have the 13th one. Well, at least we can see what she looks like, though. So that's what she would look like if we got her, or if we don't get her. That's what she looks like, the bonus figure there. I'm just interested if that is like a clear bubble around her, or if it's just, I don't know. I really would like to see how that is done. It's our special edition certificate. It shows you all the ones you can collect, which are all going to be here except for possibly Madame Leota. Now, is there an order you're supposed to do these in? I feel like they should be numbered. Look, there's like question marks. Who will you get? Well, it's going to be one of these, isn't it? I feel like if there's going to be a double, it's going to be the double door there. So we're going to do that one last. Let's start knocking on doors as if it was the hallway room and see who we got. Of course, we have to maintain the suspense right up to the end by having plastic inside of paper, inside of cardboard, inside of other materials, so we can maximize the amount of waste. These things are never particularly eco-friendly. But we'll start out with the Butler. He's got little orange little orange shiny sparkly eyes. Cute sculpt. Hands behind his back. Just, like a butler, waiting for orders. Very nice. That's number 1. Number 2. Let's try. This one says pull. I guess they all say pull, don't they? And behind door number 2, we've got, will it be the maid? We'll go with it. Nope, it is Phineas. That's kind of cool. It's got kind of a glittery, translucent thing going on. Glittery blue eyes. He doesn't glow or anything, does he? Where's the blacklight torch? Does he glow? He doesn't glow, but he does sort of react to the blacklight. He would look cool under blacklight, I think. Yeah, no glow. But under good strong blacklight, he would look cool. And he looks cool even without the blacklight. He will probably become a shelf thing. Let's put you back over there with the butler. Actually, no, let's put you over here in the big empty space. We can keep all the ghosts maybe off to one side. So this one has the outline of Ezra on it. Will it be Ezra in it? Or will it be something there? I've just torn the box. I suppose if I want to do it quickly, I could just rip the whole front of the box off. But I won't do that because then this would be a rather short video, which might ultimately be better. And in there is one of the busts. Who are you? I don't know your names. Your cousin Algernon. You have little glittery eyes. Somehow you look a little more shocked than you looked on the card. But decent sculpt. Nice solid thing. Very cute. You're not really a ghost. We'll put you over here. And look at door number 3. Which is going to be... Oh my, so much waste. So much rubbish in this. Oh, you don't want to open. Doorables. Next is the bride. So yeah, that is, so I can't get her too close to the camera because of course she'll go all blurry, but that is a candle. She is not holding an axe. This is not Constance Hatchaway. This is actually the Beating Heart Bride, which kind of, in the absence of a Hatbox Ghost, I think kind of makes this potentially the coolest figure in the set because she is an extinct character. This ghost is dead in the ride and has been replaced by Constance. I think that's a really cool detail that they've put the Beating Heart Bride. Now, question, of course, being that since... Well, are these really something children are going after, or are these for, kind of sad act adults like myself to purchase who know who she is? Because, of course, I think she's been gone from the ride for at least a decade now. It's been Constance in there for a long time. So I don't know that today's kids are going to know who she is. Unless, of course, they have, that old... or the reissue of the old record and storybook set. The one that I think had, Ron Howard as one of the voices on it, I think. I think he was in it. I could be completely wrong. But I have that both on CD and I think actually on vinyl. Both reproductions, of course. I don't have the originals. That would be really cool to have the original, but I don't believe I do. Pretty sure my vinyl is a reproduction. Next up, we've got the Opera Ghost, who does not have glittery eyes per se because her eyes are closed. She has kind of glittery eyelids. Yeah, nice. They've gone, and she's in that same sort of glittery translucent plastic, except for her helmet, which is a non-glittery material. So very nice. Very nice. Put you over there as well with the other ghosts. And look at door number, what are we on, 6. This is the halfway point. There we go. Number 6 will be, and that actually was the one on the silhouette of the door there. So that one actually did have the right one behind it. You know, that's not Ezra, is it? That's Cousin Algernon, who still isn't who is behind it, but that is Algernon's outline, not Ezra's. All right, another one of our live ones. We have the Groundskeeper with very wide, glittery blue eyes, his little shovel, his little lantern, his little scarf, and his little hat. Very nice. Interesting that, they've kind of made him, scared when they've made the Maid and the Butler. Well, at least the Butler, The Butler looks bored. I guess, the picture of the Maid doesn't look scared, at least. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a little too happy. Let's look at number 7. Ooh, that opens differently. How? Oh. I guess, but that's different. But ultimately it comes to the same. Next up is... There's Ezra. Yeah, it looks nothing like that. He's got his thumb out. Did Phineas have his thumb out too? Yeah, they both did. Nice. He's got silver eyes though instead of blue ones. Now normally he's like one of the creepier looking ones. I gotta say, this one, I guess because it's so small, we have lost a lot of face detail. Also because he's done it completely in the ghostly vinyl. That's probably not helping either, because it feels like there might be some detail sculpted into him up here. Not a lot though. And it's just lost because it's glowy blue on glowy blue, and you just can't get much out of that. So far I think I'm most impressed with the Beating Heart Bride there. Just because it's an interesting choice. Next out of the door is the Mummy. I don't know why people like the Mummy so much. I don't get it. I mean, first of all, I don't think the Mummy is even that big of a deal if he doesn't have the little hard of hearing wizard next to him. But yeah, I don't really get the attraction. And is he holding his cup of tea? Something is, it's that blue on blue. You're losing detail here. The coffin's a different vinyl. The coffin is a solid color. It's not the glowy, glittery stuff. But I do think right there is his little cup of tea. So we kept the detail, but yeah, he kind of. If I didn't, if you gave this to somebody, I don't know that they would know it's a mummy. If they, you found somebody who was somehow completely unaware of the Haunted Mansion as a thing, which that would be a person who has lived an unfortunate and sheltered life indeed. Next up, down to our last 4 doors. So number 9, we have the Maid. She just wanted to hop right out of there, didn't she? She was she's ready to get to work. Got orange eyes. I think the uniforms have lost, again, it's a size thing, but the uniforms have lost, I think, a fair amount of detail. Also, shouldn't they be the same color? Aren't they the same color on the ride? She's definitely a darker shade of green than he is. But otherwise, still, a nice little figure. And for the size, I really can't complain too much, because these are really, really quite tiny. And the detail work's not bad, given how small they are. Yeah, we're gonna save the double doors for last, because I think if we're gonna have that mysterious 13 figure, then they'll both be inside of that door. But next up is another statue. I look it up. Who are you? You are Roller Rumpkin. Yeah, cute, nicely done. I honestly don't remember which one is supposed to be which to put them in the right order as they would be on the ride, but still very cute. And number 11, who are we still missing here? We're missing Gus, which is admittedly the silhouette on that door. We're missing Ned Nub. So one of these is going to be Gus, one will be Ned Nub, and hopefully also Madame Leota. But not holding my breath there. So Gus is a silhouette here. Is Gus the one inside of it? Because the opera singer was, but Algernon was not. And wow, what is going on? It is Gus, but what is going on with those eyes? That is kind of creepy. He just has like empty silver eyes. His eyes aren't supposed to be closed, are they? Because like I get with her eyes are closed. That's why the kind of just a lighter shade of her skin. But his are just like big, gray, vacant orbs. That one's creepy. I'm impressed. Normally, I don't normally think too much of Gus, but they have managed to make a like 1-inch tall vinyl figurine legitimately creepy looking. That's cursed. That is absolutely cursed. You go over here. You can stand at the front because you're creepy looking. Wow. All right. Last door. Will we get Madame Leota? I'm thinking not. I'm thinking that perhaps if you got a Madame Leota box, you would have had a 13th door. So I think we're just going to have Ned Nub back here. And yeah, that's the way it looks. No special Madame Leota for us. There's Ned Nub. I think I actually do recognize which one this one is from the right. I think he's like one of the more expressive ones. Nice, fairly plain. There's no other special hidden compartments here, right? Yeah, it's empty. We did not get Madame Leota. Such is life. But they are quite cute. I do think we're going to be seeing Doorables again in the future. Not Haunted Mansion ones, obviously, because they've done them now. But yeah, standard. I think, of course, I love the ghosts, just like in general, except for like the mummy. The mummy doesn't. He's kind of weak sauce as far as I'm concerned. But the rest of the ghosts, the hitchhikers, the bride, and even the opera ghost. I'm not a big opera ghost person either, but let's let's go down and get a closer look at them. Here we go. Here's a close look at our ghosts now, and yeah, I love that it's the Beating Heart Bride and not Constance. I think, as far as 1-inch tall vinyl figurines can be terrifying, Gus here is at least a little terrifying. My goodness, those eyes. What is going on with those eyes? But Ezra and Phineas are both cute. The opera singer is nice, and I don't know, the mummy's there for people who like the mummy. And then we have three of our singing busts. I kind of would have expected them to go with almost like a more like textured look to them. Make them look a little more, I don't know, kind of granity. They're still very nice. I also kind of wish they had done the fourth one so we could have all 4 singing busts, but there's only 12 in the box. You can't have everything, right? After all, we didn't even get Half Box Ghost. And then our living participants, we have the Groundskeeper and the Maid and Butler, aka the cast members. Which I like the expression on his face, like how he just kind of looks bored to be there. The male cast members do tend to play it a little bit more, I don't know, dour? Is that the right word I'm looking for? Than the female cast members, although plenty of them do as well. And the Groundskeeper, as being the only living animatronic, well, I guess the dog's living, the only living human animatronic in the ride, is nicely presented as well. I feel like there's some paint issues going on over here at the lantern, but again, things like an inch tall, that's an amazing amount of detail for an inch tall item. But that's gonna do it for this Disney Doorables, The Haunted Mansion. We did not get the special 13th Madame Leota, but we got the other 12, so there's no point in trying again because I would just get 12 more of the exact same figures and only maybe get Madame Leota. So I hope you found this at all interesting or entertaining. If you did, go ahead, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Me and probably my little spirits here as well.